Hi, I'm Dr. Carrie Lam.
I'm Dr. Jeremy Lam here.
And this is Dr. Michael Lam. We're going to be talking to you about a very interesting compound that's been around for centuries called cordyceps. Dr. Carey?
Cordyceps is a very powerful antioxidant, and they're just like their mushroom cousins. They also seem to increase energy and reduce stress and even slow down aging. A lot of us like that, right? Cordyceps' reputation is actually driven by its positive properties of being very nurturing to the entire body. So it's not stimulating, but can actually support healthy energy. And so for those of you who have adrenal fatigue and whose body are very sensitive, weak, or prone to crashes, cordyceps can actually be really good for you. Dr. Jeremy, tell us about some studies.
So recent studies have really shown their wide-ranging healing properties and really the modulatory effects of cordyceps. One of the effects is on its immune system, have been really interesting, showing maybe some tumor inhibition and some anti-cancer properties. Some studies have also shown the positive effect on cordyceps on the health of your kidneys and livers. So going back to the immune system, cordyceps are very good at stimulating the immune system.
Yeah,
Now,
so cordyceps is actually, excuse me, it's a very standalone item. It's unique, and its uniqueness is it comes from its having what we call adaptogenic property. But unlike other adaptogenic herbs such as ashwagandha, licorice, or even green tea, rhodiola, uh, which tend to have an intrinsic stimulatory baseline that can surface when the body becomes weak, cordyceps doesn't have this problem. It is so gentle. It's almost like somebody kind of wrap around you with a blanket. So it's nurturing, it's grounding, it is warm. So it is almost impossible to go wrong with this compound. The problem with cordyceps is that because it is so good, it is very hard to make it pure, and it's very hard to even harvest because the harvesting season is actually very small and very short. And so to get good cordyceps is not easy. To refine it properly is very, very challenging. And of course, for those with adrenal fatigue, the proper use is of course very, very critical because of its modulating effect. Sometimes if you're already stimulated and you add this, even though it is very nurturing, it can be too much. So many times we find that for mushrooms such as cordyceps, it has to be graded in for its maximum effect. But certainly this is one of the key wonderful compounds to help the body adapt.
Right. So just like you said, if you have adrenal fatigue or an autoimmune disorder or any health condition, you should always be careful when you use supplements. Always understand the full effects and their possible risks. So first thing you should do is never take a shotgun approach to supplementation, meaning taking many different supplements at once, thinking that you're going to cover all your bases. You don't know how much or the dosing or the strength, because this can really backfire and create harmful side effects at worst. So you need to make sure you know what supplement you're taking with your guidance of a experienced provider that would be able to help you. Okay, and it's also very dependent on the dose.
Yeah, and strong is not necessarily better. And everybody must understand this concept because if you have adrenal fatigue, if I give you strong, quote unquote, or high potency supplements, no matter how good it is, it can backfire on you. It has to match the body's ability to take it in, process, and get rid of it. Then you will get the maximum effectiveness. Okay.
So definitely be careful when you take cordyceps, and we hope that you learn some benefits of it in this video. As we mentioned, don't forget to hit the subscribe button or the like button to subscribe to our channel, and get the notifications button if you want to know when we're going to be releasing a new video. So we are here to empower you to take control of your health.
Bye.
Bye.